Chatters, chatties, roadies. Welcome home for a Great American Chat, a podcast where we chat about great American media. I'm Chad Maurice, and Cricket is back once again for another week. What's up, Cricket?
Not much, Chad. Pretty much same old things last week. Just working.
Same old thing as how's work going? How's life treating you?
It's good. It's busy, but it's it's a challenge at times, but it's good. I have a job, so I have to be thankful for that. So,
That's true. That's
right?
true. That's true. That's true. Let's see. Tonight we are chatting about the third episode of Crossroad Springs, and we have some people already here in the chat. Kat is here,
Hey,
Jay
Cat.
is here. Unfortunately, Misty's not going to make it because she's got family obligations going on, I think, or something like that. So, the title of tonight's episode, for some reason I can't hear myself. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. That's better. Oh, Kat loves our hats. Okay.
They
So
are pretty cool, right?
the title of tonight's episode, do you know it?
I do.
Oh, go ahead. What is it?
A quarry divided.
A Quarry Divided. That's right.
Hmm.
Because this was a good episode.
Yes, it
Fighting
was.
fighting over some water.
Was a very, very good episode.
Yeah. What is cricket? What is Cat Man saying? Cricket hand pink waving.
I
What does
think
that mean?
I don't know, maybe that's what it's telling you it's doing. I don't know.
Oh, maybe it's some emoji or something that's telling.
Maybe,
I don't
yeah.
know. Okay. Oh, Gina's here.
Hey, Gina.
I am here for now, but may have to leave early. Okay, no problem.
Glad you're
Well,
here, guys.
yeah. So the synopsis of tonight's episode says a secret land deal threatens to divide the Hamiltons, forcing James to choose between his church and life at the ranch. Now, I thought he chose to stay on the ranch, didn't he?
I think it was kind of
He
going
was,
that way. He
yeah.
wasn't 100% convinced, though, I don't think.
Oh, okay. Okay. All
He
right. I
was
got
still
you.
looking for that sign, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's get into it. Let's see. Here's the first scene arena. James and his father are talking about taking the cattle to Martha's quarry for a drink. His father lets him in on a little secret. Hey, how did you get up on top?
I don't know.
Usually you're on the
You're
playing
in control there, Mr. Chad, not me.
board. Hold on. I'm going to put you. There, yeah, there you go. There you go.
Okay.
All right. His father lets him in on a little secret. He has been talking to Martha for the past year about buying her quarry. And James asks, how can you afford that? And what do you think Aunt Amy and Janet will think? Dad says, they don't know, and don't you go telling them. He tells them he would love to see the look on Daniel Newman's face when he finds out that he has to pay them a fee to use the water. All right, so right off the bat, I need to know what do you think about Willis keeping secrets from Amy and Janet?
Well, honestly, when I first heard him say that, I'm like, okay, you've been pestering your kids for years to be a part of this ranch, and now you're going to keep a big secret like this that is going to impact the whole family. So
Well,
I
that's
kind of
true.
felt like, huh?
That's true.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
it kind of made me feel some kind of way. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's right. He wanted them to be, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Uh
So I was a little shocked and surprised by it a little bit.
oh, okay. Oh, Kat says that was an emoji she was trying to use, but the chat like typed out the words. Kat wants to know if I'm using StreamYard. No, actually, I'm not. I use a different website. I can't afford StreamYard. StreamYard's too expensive. So let's see. Let's see what the next scene is. You want to go? You want to talk about this next scene? What is it? Let me see here.
Sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we have Janet and Eric, and a child was brought into the emergency room, and it looks like he was at a barbecue or a picnic or something. And so they're trying to determine what exactly is going on with this child. So they know it's an allergic reaction, but they don't know what kind yet. So Eric is kind of feeling around in the child's pockets and looking at his wrist and stuff, and he finds one of the allergy bracelets hidden in his pocket, and he goes, "Oh, it's peanut allergy," and he's just like, "I wonder why, he wasn't wearing this bracelet." And Janet's like, "Well, come on, he's a kid. He don't want to have a allergic, medical bracelet on. He's got to look cool." So yeah, so that's that scene that they're working on that kid, and so they figured it out. They get him all stable, and Janet's like, I think we deserve a one of Maggie's sugar donuts. And so you see them sitting there, and they're talking about Eric starts telling her about how he may have to go and do an internship somewhere else, I believe. And so Maggie was, full attention, happy, loving, fun, and then all of a sudden her whole demeanor changed because he's like, "Yeah, I'd have to be away for a long while." Like it wasn't just a while, it was a long while.
Mhm.
And so she's kind of looking at him going, "Well, would you still stay here?" And he's like, "Well, I don't know. It has a lot of opportunity if I go, to this other big city or whatever." And so then he asks her, and she's like, "Well, I'm pretty much happy where I'm at." And so it kind of, you have this tension now between them because now the truth is out there, and she's worried now that Eric is going to be gone, and she doesn't want to have a long distance relationship. So
Mhm.
um let me see here, what else here. Then she was mentioning a scene though about the ER scene with her brother. Did you catch that? Like what exactly that was? She was
I
saying
guess,
how,
yeah, I was confused. I thought she worked in an ER now, but I guess she doesn't. I guess she
no,
used
she
to
works at
work.
a,
She used to work
yeah.
in an ER.
Mm-hmm. And
Um,
it was a weird, I kind of didn't catch it. It was almost like I thought maybe a scene was missing out of there or something of context was missing there because I was like, I don't know what that's all about.
because he asks her, "Do you miss working in the ER?"
Right, right.
And
So
she
she had
says
some
no.
accident or something.
She said no, and she said something like, "Good thing my brother is a pastor. He was able to help me through the trauma that I saw."
Oh, that's what it was. I
That's
didn't
what
see. I
that's
couldn't
what she
understand that. Okay.
yeah, that's what she was saying.
I don't know what
Yeah.
happened there. I didn't know how it was in the ER, and that makes more sense then. So,
So
and so as they're,
what are they working in now? Is it just like a walk-in clinic or what is it? I don't
I
know
think
what
it's like a
it is.
medical clinic. So she probably
Oh.
does emergency stuff or, emergency treatment, but it's probably not an actual ER because it's a
Oh,
small
okay. I
clinic.
got you. Okay. All right.
But because she's an ER doctor, she probably can see emergencies,
Okay. Okay.
whereas a lot of other people are like family medicine doctors or whatever.
All
So,
right.
um, so yeah. And then as they're sitting there, Daniel's going into the cafe, and he tips his hat to Janet, and Janet's just looking at him, and she gives him this look, and Eric's like, "Well, that wasn't very neighborly." And she's like, "Yeah, it's a long story."
Yeah.
So yeah, it was kind
And
of
remember what
interesting.
Eric asked her?
Let's see, did he say something about was that an
Yeah, he
old
asked her if
flame or
that was an
old
ex,
sweetheart or
if he's an
something?
ex, Daniel.
An
Yeah.
ex. Okay, yes. I knew it was something related to that. Yes, but she still didn't like elaborate on the story. I mean, I feel like she kind of just brushed him off a little
No,
bit when
she
he was
didn't.
asking her
She
about
didn't.
that too.
Let me check the chat here. Kat says maybe Willis knew they couldn't keep their mouths shut. Even the ranch hands found out about the deal. I know the ranch hands found out too. He wanted to keep it quiet. Oh, Kat says the medical scene reminded her of county rescue. Yeah, that's true. It did.
Mhm. Yeah, I did a little bit. Yeah.
Jay says thought it was during her residence in the big city. I don't know. I don't. I think she just moved back recently to be close by.
Maybe she lived in
I don't
Chicago
know.
then.
I
Maybe
don't
she
know.
lived in.
Well,
Yeah,
she
I know.
worked in an
We got to
ER
find that
and then
out,
she
Chad.
moved recently, I guess, to Crossroad Springs.
Mm.
Oh yeah, Jesse is good as Daniel. Gina says, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm wondering, how can
Yeah.
they like leave in the clinic in the middle of the day to go have a donut? I don't even get lunch where I work. I mean, how can they just leave?
Yeah, well, I was wondering the same thing. Maybe they maybe, just maybe, they had somebody else covering while they
Yeah,
left.
let's
Let's hope
hope.
that's the case. And maybe the clinic is only like 5 minutes away from the
Yeah, I'm sure.
cafe.
I'm sure it
Okay,
is.
just saying. That way, if they could yell out the
Yeah,
window, or the not the window, but the
you're
door, and
right.
go,
You're
"Hey
right. It must
guys,
be
gotta get
within
back
walking
now."
distance. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this Janet getting mad about this fellowship deal. If you remember in our first episode, I said to you, well, Eric's just on a temporary fellowship. What's
yeah,
Janet going to do when that's over and he's going to leave, you know? So she knows
right,
someday
right.
he's going to have to leave probably. But I guess she was taken by
Yeah, I
surprise that he was
mean,
going to leave so soon, I guess. Yeah.
yeah. I think it just kind of the realization just kind
Yeah.
of hit her in that
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, well, these residencies aren't permanent.
Hmm.
So let's see. James calls his church up in Chicago and finds out the choir director left. He tells his pastor friend about his dad keeping secrets from Janet and Aunt Amy. Now, in the last episode, oh, I already asked you about this. I was going to say in the last episode, I thought James decided he was going to stay for a little while longer, but like now he's going back and forth in this episode again. I guess he's second guessing himself whether he should stay or leave, or since he found out
He
since
was
he
telling
found
him
out
to,
about this choir director.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
right. In the last episode, he was saying, you know what to do, and so I think that put James on the track of maybe really thinking about
Mm,
what he had to do. I don't think he necessarily
hmm.
had decided exactly what he was going to do. He knew that he had to do something, but I don't think he was
Oh,
100%
okay.
convinced yet. But I think in this episode, obviously he
Yeah,
knows what
yeah,
he has to
okay.
do
I
now.
got you. I got you. So this is all right. These couple scenes I like here. James meets the Hedges, Tina and Lewis. Lewis tells him he is looking for work, but James doesn't offer him a job on the ranch. James tells him to stay positive. They tell him they haven't been attending church because the church is too far away and they can't afford the gas to get there. So, yeah, how come James didn't offer him a job on the ranch?
I don't know. Um, I was a little taken back by that as well, because they're looking for people, but maybe he just didn't want to get his
I
hopes
don't
up.
know. Or
Maybe, I don't
maybe they can't
know.
afford to hire someone new. I don't know.
Maybe, especially with his dad, squandering the money to do
Yeah, I
secret
thought for
deals.
sure he would say, well, we need help around the ranch. Why don't you stop by and see if it's for you? Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Exactly,
So then
exactly.
what
Jay, I don't know what to tell you. You need to fix your
what's
internet,
going
dude.
on?
He said I'm lagging a bit, kind of like watching a Godzilla
Oh,
movie.
there were a couple seconds there you did lag a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, did I? Okay, sorry about that.
Oh yeah, Victoria
Sorry,
says
Jay.
Janet and Eric are married in real life. Yeah, yeah, they are. Well,
Oh,
I
that's
told you
so
that
funny.
before.
How
I
ironic,
told you
right?
that. Yeah, you forgot
I
already?
know, but I forgot. I forgot about that. I forgot already. I'm getting old, Chad. You know that.
So this is a nice scene here between James and Maggie. Maggie has James install an LED light on the patio of her cafe. So we found out in this episode that her cafe has a patio. It doesn't have a kitchen, but
Yes,
it
we
has a
did.
patio.
But you know what? I have to say, that
Oh
patio is
yeah. Oh
beautiful. Like, I can't wait to see it. Like, if
yeah.
they ever do
Hmm.
a night scene in there,
Yeah.
that patio is
Oh yeah.
gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I want to go eat there.
He tells her about his choir director leaving and questions why he is still in Crossroad Springs. He says he thought he was only going to be here for a few days. He says he and Janet are stuck in a strange position because someone needs to take over the ranch. Maggie says it's your destiny. So, yeah, good moment between them. And I think Maggie is encouraging him to stay.
Yeah, I think she is too. And I think she even mentions how, the legacy of the ranch, is very important, and succession is
Mm-hmm.
important. So when she says that, he kind of like looks at her and was like, man, she's
Yeah.
right, kind of thing. Like he had an epiphany in that
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
And it became very real to him in that
Oh,
moment, I
Kat makes a
think.
good point. She says maybe James doesn't have the authority to hire anyone. That's right. Has to run all the
Yeah,
ideas through
that's
Willis.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true. He is the
He is the
captain.
captain of the ship. I think he said that, didn't he? In the end, during the
That's right.
episode,
He does.
he's the
Yeah,
one steering the ship. Yeah.
that's right.
All right, you can talk about this one.
All right. So Janet is in her office and she's like doing her work, and since their conversation at the cafe, she's still kind of like she's just hesitant. She's very like withdrawn, and everything. And so Eric comes in and he's like, "Hey, do you want to go to the cafe after work?" She's like, "Oh no, I got things I got to do. Sorry, I don't have time." And she like gets up from her desk and walks away. And he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, we'll get together another time then, or I'll call you later or something." I can't remember exactly, but she
See, I
basically just blows him
know.
off.
Now, what did you think about how Janet acted in this episode?
I mean, to me, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're serious about them, even if they're leaving, you're gonna have a heart to heart. You're not gonna just withdraw and
I
not talk
know.
to them. Like I felt like she was a little
Yeah,
selfish, in that instance, because I mean, yes, she's got feelings of being hurt because she thinks he's leaving, but you can't just abandon your feelings or abandon that person. You have to talk with
yeah.
them. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, when you're in a
it's not
relationship
healthy.
with someone, you got to be open and honest with them about everything. I thought she acted a little
Yes.
immature in this episode. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, to me, it almost is like she maybe in the past, she's been hurt by long distance relationships. And so maybe all that hurt had come back to her in
Yeah.
those moments. But even still, you have to communicate with that person that you're in a relationship with. So it's very important. Communication is
Oh yeah.
key.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It wasn't fair
Yeah.
either.
Aunt Amy and Janet have a meeting with Mason, the head of the Cattle Ranchers Association, and they're going over their finances. They think they should buy more cattle, but then the fee for using Martha's quarry will go up. James says, "What if we own the quarry?" And Janet says, "The quarry isn't for sale." And James looks at her and doesn't know what to say.
Mm-mm. He had a pretty good comeback. He goes, "Well, I'm just saying, you know, he he came up with a pretty good reason of why he was
Yeah,
saying
so
it."
now what would
So,
you do if you were
yeah.
put in James' position?
I mean, James, I mean, he's a pastor. He gave his word. He cannot. I mean, honestly, as a pastor, I think he went a little too close to
Yeah.
almost revealing it. Um, but he did it in a way that he really didn't go against,
Mhm.
Willis's word, but or, his him saying he wouldn't say anything. But at the same token, I feel like sometimes things need to be mentioned, and he was kind of hinting, I think, to them to maybe say, "Well, what's going on? Is something
Uh-huh.
going on?" And then be like, "I don't know, I don't know." And then maybe they would look into it later, you know what I mean? Or have an idea of saying, "Ooh, maybe we'll go talk to Martha,"
Mhm.
or whatever. um I don't know. I think it would be hard not to say anything, especially when
Oh,
you're,
yeah.
family like
Oh,
that and you're
yeah. Oh,
close.
Jay in the chat says that Janet was acting like a high school girl ghosting someone. Well, adults ghost people too. It's just not it's
Yes,
just
they
not
do, they
teenagers.
do. Yeah, exactly.
All right, you can talk about this next scene involving the Hedges here, if you want.
Okay, so we have Tina and Lewis, and they're at their apartment or their condo,
How
I
do you know
should
it's a
say. They have a
condo?
condo, and they
Oh,
said
did
in the
they?
very first
Oh, okay.
episode, I
I
thought.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. But anyway, so I think so.
How can
Maybe
they
I'm
afford
wrong,
a
Chad. I don't
condo
know.
though?
Now that I'm second guessing myself. But anyway, so Lewis is making her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and Tina goes and sits on the couch, and she's holding her belly, and she's kind of sighing a little bit, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm just the baby's coming," and and he's like, "It's gonna be fine." He goes, "It's just some diapers and some what do you say? Some diapers and a bottle and love. That's all we need." And so I thought that was really cute, and he was being very supportive of her. And I'm trying to think here what else. Oh, and then the one thing he said was God chose us
Oh yeah, yeah.
as their parent. You know, and as the
Hmm.
child's parent. And I thought that was very sweet. I thought that was very cute. So it's very, like, cute scene, and he was just reassuring her, which I thought was really good for him to do that, because when you're pregnant and you're feeling all the emotions and all the
Hmm.
hormones and all that, you need somebody very
Yeah,
supportive
he
of you.
said we'll
So
just take it one
it
step
was a
at a
good.
time. And I was thinking, yeah, but you need money, Lewis. Kids are expensive.
Yeah, well, that too.
Diapers and
Diapers
milk.
alone are
Yeah.
expensive,
Yeah. And
Whew. What are they, like a pack of diapers now? Like
and
$25,
watching him make
$30? I
her a
mean,
peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I was thinking, boy, I bet Tina is happy she married a guy who can cook.
hey now, some people can only boil water, so he's doing pretty good. So, just saying. He could cut that sandwich into fours, Chad.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here you can finish. You talked about these two before. You can finish this one here.
All right, so Janet's out on the little patio or whatever they have outside the
Yeah.
clinic there on one of the picnic tables, and she's doing her charting or whatever, and Eric walks up and he's like, "Hey," she's like, "Oh, hey, I'm just finishing up," and she like
I
grabs her
know. She
stuff and
runs
then
away.
walks away again. I mean, totally blows him off, and you can just see now, Eric's getting frustrated. He's like, "Okay, something is going on here, and I'm not liking this," and so yeah, that it was a quick scene, but yeah, that's she blew him off again.
More sandwich. That's right, Cat. I forgot about that. More sandwiches. He got peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in this one. I didn't realize that. Kat says she loved this scene. It was very real. Moms have these thoughts while pregnant. Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Talking about the hedges. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is another good scene that I enjoyed here. James goes grocery shopping with Maggie. We learn that
Mhm.
Crossroad Springs does have a church, but it is not having services because the roof needs repaired and no one has the money to fix it. James tells her he created a prayer space in their barn and he would like to share the space with others. She says, "Why don't you start a cowboy church?" And then, and then she asks him out. That part surprised me. She says, "What are you doing tonight?" Or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know. I heard
Yeah,
that.
that
Yeah.
surprised me.
To be continued. Yes.
Yeah, I forget. I don't. She said, "What are you doing tonight?" or "What are you doing Friday night?" I forget what she said, but yeah, I couldn't
Let
believe
me
that.
see. I can't remember.
I can't remember, but yeah, she's bold. I like her boldness.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to be,
Yeah,
Chad. Yeah.
yeah. So,
Mhm.
have you ever been bold and asked a guy out?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good, good for you. Good for you. Guys like that. Guys don't always like to do the asking.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get to go out with
Oh,
him.
you
He
didn't?
wasn't interested, but I'm like,
Oh,
dude, it took me. You know how much courage it took me to go up and ask you that,
oh,
but that's okay. I'll ask somebody else.
oh, that's too
So yeah,
bad.
it's all good.
Well, at
That's all
least you
right.
took your shot, right?
Heck yeah. My one of my philosophies is you have to risk it all because you never know.
Uh-huh.
Might happen, it might not, and you don't want to ever wonder what if.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's true.
yep,
Oh, Jay, it's
very
cheaper to
true.
fix
Yep.
the roof than remodel the barn. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's true.
No, so she
That's
says, "Why
true.
don't you start a cowboy church?" So, what's a cowboy church? Have you ever heard of that? Yeah,
No,
I
I
never have
haven't
either.
until this show. But maybe it's something that's very popular
So,
down south. I don't know what in Texas or whatever. And maybe, but it makes sense because she said it started in the
yeah,
rodeos, where when they would do traveling
yeah,
rodeos, the riders would want to go to church and
right,
they couldn't because they were on the road, and so they had their own makeshift churches or
right,
rodeo or cowboy
right.
churches. And so that's probably where the term cowboy church came from. So maybe it's just they took it one step further in these little towns
Yeah,
and decided to call it a cowboy
I
church.
guess so. I looked it up to see what it was.
Oh,
And yeah, Google says it's like this impromptu church services that they have, um, for like you said, cowboys, ranchers, people who can't get to a conventional church. They hold them in barns or outside or somewhere. They just kind of
Well,
make
that's
up a
cool.
service and do it on their own. Yeah.
Do they wear cowboy hats and cowboy
Oh,
boots, Chad?
it
Did you
said
find
that
that
they
out?
dress very casual in jeans and yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome. I want to go. I'm going to
yeah,
start one
yeah,
now.
yes. Oh, Victoria says she gathers outside for a service. They may sit on hail bays or any barn or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
Hmm.
so cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, so let's see. Here's where the you know what hits the fan here. Janet
Hmm.
and Aunt Amy tell Willis about the meeting they had with Mason. They tell Willis they have a plan to buy more cattle over the next 18 months. He says that sounds great, but I will pass. James says that you should tell them about your plan. Willis tells him to butt out, but James tells them about his deal with Martha and the quarry, and Willis gets upset with James for spilling the beans. And I was
Yes, he
thinking,
does.
Willis, if you don't want a secret to get out, you shouldn't tell anyone.
You know what I was
What?
thinking? I was thinking Janet and Amy's going, what you
What you
talking
talking
about,
about,
Willis?
Willis? That's my line.
Because that was a perfect moment
Yeah,
to throw it in there, you
yeah,
know? I was cracking up during the episode. I so said that out loud to myself when I was
yeah.
watching it.
I guess Willis thought James wouldn't tell anyone, but you know what? Secrets always come out. You know.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
Whenever.
Yeah, he was not happy with
No, he
James at
wasn't. He
all.
was mad, and then later he didn't go to church with him on Sunday morning because he was still mad at James.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Victoria says lots of people go to cowboy churches. Yes, they do wear cowboy hats, cowboy shirts, boots. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Jay says they came out of traveling all over for rodeos. Oh yeah, rodeos who are on the road all
Hmm.
the time, and yeah, I guess would
Yeah.
just do an impromptu
Hmm.
service on Sundays. Yeah. Well, let's see. I'll give you. You can talk about this one here.
Okay. So Janet and Maggie are talking. Um, and so she's kind of like, so how are things going with Eric? And she's like, well, he's gonna be, I think they were talking about that, and she's like, I'm good, it's still the Eric, issue, whatever. And then she happens to see Daniel down the way talking with this blonde-haired lady. And Janet asks her, she goes, hey, do you know who that is with Daniel? And she's like, well, why does it matter? And she's like, oh, I don't know, I just, I think I know her or something, she said. Or no, she said, I'm keeping my enemies close. That's what she said.
Oh, is that what she said? Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
She did
she
say
goes,
that.
I'm just keeping
She
my
did
enemies
say that.
close. She wants to,
Yeah,
and
she said, the phrase,
yeah.
keep your enemies close. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
And so, yeah,
when you saw this scene, did you know what was up?
I had a feeling, but I was thinking Martha, that maybe that was Martha at first, but then I'm
That's
like,
what
well,
I
Martha,
thought at first. I thought, is that Martha? But then I thought, oh, wait a minute, Janet would know who
right.
Martha looks like. Yeah.
Well, she would know her, and Martha would be
Oh,
older
you
than
thought
that
so?
person,
Okay.
I
Yeah. At
think.
first I thought that might be
Yeah,
Martha, but yeah, when I thought, wait, no.
because Martha, she owns a ranch, so she ain't going to be in no dress. I don't think so. No offense to anybody else, but
I
seriously, when you're on a ranch, from what I can tell, you
but
wear ranch
I had
clothes.
a
You know what I mean? And
a suspicious feeling when I saw this scene that I thought, oh, I know what's going to
yeah.
happen.
Hmm. Yes.
Yeah, let me just check
Yes.
the chat here. Gina says, can't wait to find out more details about this feud. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Hmm.
So let's see. Sherry asked James what is up with this quarry deal. So apparently, like Kat mentioned, now the ranchers know about this deal. Word's getting around here. She fills him in on the past and how the Hamiltons and Newmans used to fight for the quarry rights. She says when Martha bought the quarry, she split the water rights in half and charged the Hamiltons and Newmans 50-50 rent. Aunt Amy and
Hmm.
Janet tell James that Willis has agreed to let them go with him when he goes to talk to Martha. Janet gets a call from
Yeah.
Eric, which she ignores. So once again, Janet, what are you doing? She just blows him off again. That was an
I
answered phone call.
know. Like, I don't know, man. He's a good guy, and she's totally just dissing him, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. I didn't
All right,
like
so
that.
this next scene is really good. I'll let you talk about this one.
Okay. So here is Friday night, and we have James and Maggie, and they look like they're at a drive-in, which is amazing because drive-ins are few and far
I know.
between
I was just
nowadays.
thinking when I was watching
Um,
this episode, I was trying to remember the last time I was at a drive-in. Do you remember when you were at a drive-in
yeah,
last? I
it's been
think,
a
you know what
long
I
time,
think?
Chad. I used to have one right down the road from where I lived. We had one, and I used to go to it every
Yeah.
summer, and it was so much fun. And so when I saw this scene, I'm like, oh my God, they're in a
Yeah.
drive-in. But then I'm like, where's the metal box in the window? Did they do away
No,
with
you
those?
tuned to your radio. Last time I went, you tuned to
I
radio,
know it.
remember?
Yes,
The,
yeah, it's more modern now.
yeah.
But I was just like, it could take
The
me back,
last drive-in I was at, I think was in the 80s. And I think I saw Rambo 2 or First Blood Part 2. I think is what I
Oh, that's
saw,
awesome.
if I remember right.
Yeah. My most memorable movie at the drive-in was Dirty
Oh, you
Dancing.
saw that at the drive-in? Oh,
I
did
sure
you?
did. Yes, I
Oh,
did.
okay. Well, let's see.
Hmm.
That was the late 80s. Okay, that was the late 80s that movie came out. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
So
All
good.
right. All
So
right.
good.
All right, go ahead. You can talk about them sharing popcorn here.
Yes. So they're sharing popcorn, and um but one of the scenes in here is James says he's talking about the movie he saw the last time at the when he was younger at the drive-in, and it was
Mhm.
some, I guess it was like a robot movie or something, and he said, I think it's time to decommission this rust bucket permanently, and so he repeats that line, and I just thought that was so funny. And so they're laughing, whatever, and they're sharing their popcorn, and then of course they have their little
Oh,
touches, sleight of
yeah, the
hand, and
hands
so
touch.
and it's setting it up really nice. So yes, it was very, very
Yeah,
cute
their
scene.
hands touch, they look at each other. But you know what? He's talking about that robot
Yep.
movie. They were watching an alien movie. Did you notice that?
Oh, were
Yeah,
they? I couldn't remember.
they showed the movie
No.
screen for a couple seconds, and it says aliens invading Earth or something is what they were watching.
Oh, okay. I don't
Yeah.
remember that
So
part.
yeah,
Okay.
during this
I was too
scene,
focused
he
on the
also
popcorn.
tells her that he let the cat out of the bag on his father's secret plan. And then she
Mhm.
tells him about when she told her mother that she was going to open her cafe and how her mother tried to discourage her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what was I going to ask you? Oh yeah, I was just going to say they're getting a little romantic now on Crossroad Springs.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
I like
Yeah,
it. I
just a
like it.
little bit. Yeah, I think it's great
Yeah.
too because he's a pastor, and they're allowing his character to have a romantic,
Uh huh.
interlude with a woman. And I
Uh
like that.
huh.
I think it's great. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Because that's real life to me.
Yeah. Oh, let's see.
Oh, that's awesome, Victoria.
Victoria says Dirty Dancing was filmed near her house. Oh, my cousin. Oh, her cousin was an extra in the movie. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah.
That's
Gina liked
awesome.
that scene. Cat Mrs. Drive-ins. Yeah. Victoria
Mhm.
says Bill Abbott, the head of Great American Media, is still putting the episodes on YouTube ahead of time. Oh, he is? And I've already watched episode 4. They're on YouTube? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Oh, let's see if I missed anything else here in the chat here. Uh, oh, I didn't know that they were on YouTube.
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't
dang.
either.
Okay. So let's see. Oh, here, you can talk about this one. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, you can talk about it. Here we go. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we have Eric and Janet again in this scene, and Eric is basically, finally telling her to stop for a minute and to listen to him basically, and he's like, "Hey, did I do something wrong?" She's like, "Well, do we really think we need to keep going with this relationship, or should we wait and pick up when there's more
Hmm.
certainty? And so he basically is telling her, just because I'm going to have to go away doesn't mean we can't be together, doesn't mean I'm going away anytime soon. I'm still here, like all of these, things that he's telling her, trying to reassure her that, hey, anything can happen
Hmm.
basically, and he wants them to be together,
Hmm.
together.
Yeah, he
So, yeah,
tells.
she finally stops and wakes up,
Yeah,
I
he
think.
tells her. He says, "I don't know if I'm going to transfer my fellowship, but I am here now, so don't write me off."
Yep.
So we'll
Saying,
so
hey,
we'll
I'm here. Don't
maybe
forget
we'll
about
see
me.
next week what she decides. So Aunt Amy, Janet, and James, they stop by Maggie's cafe for Sunday brunch after attending the church that is several miles away. Janet asks Maggie, she like pulls Maggie aside and asks her for relationship advice, and she fills Maggie in on what is going on with Eric. And I didn't write down. I can't remember what Maggie told her. Do you remember what Maggie said? I can't remember. I don't think. Yeah,
What
what did
Maggie
Maggie
said
say to Janet?
to
I don't remember.
she said, she was talking about the relationship and how Eric's going to be moving.
Hmm.
She said, "Well, look at me. I went to the movie with
Oh, that's right.
James, and he lives in
That's right.
Chicago." And
That's
then
right.
she's like, "We're twinsies."
That's right. That's right. Because Maggie said, "Yeah." Maggie said, "Yeah, I can relate. I went out with
Yes.
James, and he lives in Chicago." That's
Hmm.
right. That's right.
And we're
Those long
twinsies.
distance
That's what she said.
relationships. Yeah. So, what do you think? You
Hmm.
think long distance relationships can work?
Well, my second husband and I had a long distance relationship. He actually lived in the Dominican Republic for almost 2 years before he came over to the
Oh,
United
that's
States.
right.
So,
That's
I
right.
mean, it depends on what you're willing to sacrifice and what you're willing to hold near and dear to your heart. So, I personally think you can do anything if you put your mind to it, and if all the, if the other person is willing to do the same. Absolutely.
Ah, okay. But it's hard. You never
Mhm.
see each other though.
It's hard, but again, if you're I feel like sometimes when you're younger, you know, you you have to have that person next to you 24/7,
Yeah.
like it just
Yeah.
happens. And sometimes you feel that way too when you're older, you know what I mean, or a little bit older in your life. But I think honestly, if you have the right relationship and the right understanding and communication, I think it
Yeah,
can
I think it
work.
depends on the person. I think
Yeah,
some
that too.
people, when they're separated, then they start
Mhm.
to like fall out of love. You know what I mean?
Well, they fall out of love, they start second guessing the
Yeah. And
relationship.
then,
They then think
yeah.
that every little thing is that's
Uh
breaking
huh.
up, they're seeing other people, or
Right.
did they get jealous,
Right. And
or you know what I mean? So yeah, you have to
yeah,
be
they get
mature
used to the
about it.
person
Yeah.
not being around, and then they start looking
Hmm.
elsewhere, you know. Whereas
Right.
other
Yeah.
people, I think it'll work for other people. Other people who are really
Yeah, it
good
can. I
communicators
mean,
and are messaging and talking to the person
hmm
every day, I think they
right.
can make it work, you know. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of military families
No,
that have
yeah.
to do
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like some of their duty stations, they're there for four
Right.
years, and you got
Right.
married couples in there. It's called
Right.
unaccompanied, so they can't go with
Right.
them. And a lot of them don't make it,
I was
but there
gonna
are
say
a
what
lot that do.
wonder what the percentage is that make it and don't make it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's
Uh-huh.
tough, but again, it's how bad do you want that marriage? How bad do you want that
Right.
relationship?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
mhm.
But I think it'll work. I because I think some people. What's the phrase? Distance makes the heart grow fonder. What is that phrase? Or no?
Yeah,
No.
something
Maybe
like that. Yeah, it's something
I
like that.
forget. I forget what that. Maybe I got it wrong. I forget what it is.
It's something like that. It's absence
Absence
makes the
makes the
heart grow
heart grow
fond.
fonder. See, so I think
Yes.
sometimes it works for some people because you miss someone
Mhm.
so much that you want to see them. You know, you miss them so much that it makes
Yes.
you like care more about them.
Yes.
I think in
Mhm.
some circumstances. So this next scene,
Yeah.
this scene, really pretty scene. Yeah, I
Oh, yes. This is my
love the
favorite scene.
cinematography on this scene. They don't really say much in this
Yes,
scene,
it's
but
beautiful.
it's just a nice scene to look
Mm-mm.
at. So Aunt Amy and
Mm-hmm.
James are enjoying the sunset sitting outside the barn. He tells her he wants to be a part of the family ranch while everyone is still around. I think he was
Yep.
replying that, meaning, while his dad is still alive, he wants to be around, I think is what he was
Yes.
talking about.
Yeah, I think so
But yeah,
too.
this was a really good scene. I really liked the sun setting scene.
Oh, it was so beautiful. Like the whole picture, like them sitting there and then the sun was setting and even like the dust in
Hmm.
the air. That scene was just
Hmm.
gorgeous. I was like, wow, that is such an amazing scene. Whoever did that, that was
Yeah,
impressive. I
yeah.
mean, it stood out. That was my favorite scene. I like this episode. It's probably my most favorite one so far, actually. Um, I think the first one was really
Hmm.
good, but this one, now that the characters are kind of settling into
Yeah.
their roles, and we're kind of getting a better understanding of who they
Hmm.
are, and then this scene right here was just, and then the little bit of romance between Maggie and
Oh
James. I
yeah.
mean, we're getting
Oh yeah.
somewhere, we're getting
Oh yeah.
somewhere.
Yep. Now we're up to the final scene here. The four Hamiltons go to Martha's to discuss her and Willis's plan. She says, I have had a change of heart. I am wiping my hands clean of this Quarry mess, and everything is going to go through my lawyer. She gives Willis her lawyer's information and says you'll have to talk to her. Janet looks her up on her phone and realizes it is the woman that she saw Daniel with at the cafe. Uh oh, dun dun dun.
Dum dum dum.
So,
That's
what do you
right.
think's gonna happen here?
You know, I don't know, because she didn't say no. She didn't say the deal was over or that she wasn't going to do a deal. She just said you have to talk to my lawyer. So
What?
I think she's going to make both Daniel and Willis like have to work for that quarry. Or there's going to be some stipulation
Uh,
that they have to get
huh.
along or that they have to work together somehow some way, but that's what my idea is. I think that's what she's doing.
Yeah, I think what might happen is that she's gonna make them both buy the quarry together and share ownership
Oh.
50-50.
Ooh, that would
She
be a
she may
twist.
say, I'm not gonna sell it to either one of you, but I'll sell it to both of you if you split it,
I don't know.
you know?
Or or she's going to make them do some sort of like challenge of some sort, and whoever does the right thing is maybe going to get to buy it or
I
something. I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know. I'm up in the
Yeah,
air
I
on
don't know,
that.
but I think if they have to buy this quarry together and share ownership, that'll cause more tension and friction, you know?
Well, yeah, and that may be what they're looking for. So
It
that could
could be. I don't
be.
know. That's
That
one
could
thing
be
I
Chad.
thought of.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
Gina
well
agreed
could
with
be.
us. She liked the sunsetting scene. And yeah, I agree with you. I thought this episode was a lot better than last week's. Hmm.
Yeah. It was very there was a lot going on, but it kept my attention way more, and it kind of made you want to be like, oh, I
Hmm.
wonder what's going to happen
Hmm.
now. Like, the whole Maggie in the drive-in scene with James, that was like, that was so good. I love that. So good.
uh, and what oh, I was gonna say, oh, I'm reading the chats. Oh, okay, Kat says she thinks they took the episode down off of YouTube, the next episode. So we didn't find out what happened with the wolf.
Nope,
Yeah,
we
they
sure didn't. Nobody
yeah,
got their hands ate,
they
so I
just
guess
dropped
we're
the wolf
good.
storyline.
Well, maybe it just wasn't out this week. Maybe he's going to come
I
back
don't know. I
next
wanted
week.
to find out if Daniel was going to kill it or not, and what was going to happen there.
Or maybe he's going to show up and give somebody a little fox or a wolf rug or something. He did say he wanted to
Yeah, he
kill
did
it,
say
so I
that.
mean, I can see that
Yeah,
happening. He might drop and put it on their
yeah.
front
So I was
porch.
wondering, kind of left us
Who
hanging there with
knows?
the wolf thing. But I really did
Yeah.
like this new storyline they introduced about the quarry and the conflict
Hmm.
that this quarry's causing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
me too. And I liked it because the Martha, I believe what she was in Harvest Homecoming, wasn't she?
Martha. She's been
The
in
blonde,
a
at the
lot of
end.
made for TV movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's been
she's
a
been in a
lot of
lot.
movies.
Yeah.
And I was like,
She
oh, I
was in,
remember
let
her.
me
Yeah,
think, what was
so
she in?
it's awesome.
Let me look. She's been in a lot of stuff.
I thought it was Harvest Homecoming, but maybe
Let me
not.
see. Yeah, I definitely recognized her as soon as I saw her. Hold on. Let me look this up. Uh, Jay says the wolf is out blowing someone's house over. Like what? The big bad wolf?
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Mhm.
Let's see. Let me see if I don't know. They may not list her in the credits, but we'll see. Because sometime let's go to this was the third episode. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see if they have the cast listed. Oh, they don't have her listed. I'm trying to think what movie she was in. I've seen her so
I almost
much
want to
that I
say it was
can't even
Harvest.
remember what movie it was.
Oh, I know. That's why I was thinking it was Harvest Homecoming, but I can't remember.
Harvest Homecoming. You mean you think she played Trevor's mother? That was a different woman. Let me look up Harvest Homecoming.
Maybe it was a different one. Maybe it was.
Let's see. Harvest Homecoming.
Maybe it
I,
wasn't that one. I don't
I
know.
was just
Like you
thinking the
said,
other
I've
day.
seen
Can
it.
you believe Harvest Homecoming was 2 years ago? Holy cow!
No, I
Yeah.
cannot.
Let's see.
No, I cannot believe that. It
Nah, I
blows my
don't see
mind
her
to
in
be
the
honest.
cast. Yeah, I can't think of the actress's name either. If anyone in the chat. Yeah, Jay, she's been on Christmas movies. Oh, Kat says she was in one of the Aurora Tea Garden movies. The one with the skeletons in the attic. Oh, really? Okay.
I know which one it was. She was in the
What?
one that actually Tina in the show in Crossroad
What?
Springs was in another movie where she was a wedding planner.
Oh, I do remember that one. Oh, was that woman in that movie?
Yes, I think she was in that
Oh,
one.
yeah, yeah. Hold on.
It's at an Apple Work act.
Um,
Can't
yeah,
even talk tonight.
Aaron was in that. Let me see. Let's see what that movie was. Yeah, she was a wedding
Um,
planner
he had an
with the
yes, and
guy that
he had an
played
apple
Jimmy Olsen
orchard.
in Smallville or something.
I I don't remember his
Yeah.
name,
Uh,
but I'm pretty sure she was in that one.
let's see. That was Cider and Sunsets. That's the name of the movie.
Yes.
Let's see. Uh,
I want to say it was her. Watch me be
I
wrong.
don't see her
I'll
picture.
be
Well,
no.
there's
All
three
right. Well,
people in the
never
cast
mind
that
then.
don't have a picture. She would have a picture. She's been in a lot of these movies.
Guys, I swore that she was in that one. Maybe not though. Maybe I'm getting them all mixed up.
Yeah, I can't.
Anyway, we'll figure
Yeah,
that
I
out
can't.
next week. I'll
I'll
tell you
figure.
next
I
week.
can't think of what. Yeah, Gina Cider and Sunsets. Yeah, I can't think of other shows and movies that she's been in. But
She's been in
anyway,
so many of them though, but
oh,
those are the
this
two I
episode, you
thought.
know what? We did not see Daniel and his ATV. He wasn't sitting on his ATV in this episode.
I know. I thought about
Yeah, so
that.
did I. I'm like, where was his
I was
ATV?
like, "Oh, he must have rode his bike in today,
Yeah.
or he walked. One of the two, or he had it parked around the side of
Yeah.
the building." Chad, we don't
So
know.
yeah, good episode. I'm looking forward to seeing the next episode. You know, they
Hmm.
only filmed 6 episodes, so we've seen half of them.
I know. We only got 3 left.
4, 5,
I
6, only
know.
three. But if I noticed on social media, if you noticed, they're back on set filming the 7th, 8th, ninth, and 10th
Ooh.
episode. They're filming 4 more,
Oh,
so they just started
good.
back on
Good
set.
deal.
Yeah. Now,
Great.
are we ready? Are
3 more. Now we got 6.
we
Yes,
ready
we are
for the
ready. We're
mystery
ready,
items?
Chad. We are.
Okay.
Who's going to go first
Who
tonight?
went first last time?
You did.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you want to go first? All right.
Okay. So I actually have two
Oh, you
mystery
brought
items.
two.
Well, I'm actually wearing one of them.
Oh, wait.
Scrub top.
Oh, I didn't recognize that as being a scrub top. Oh, okay. I didn't
It's
recognize
a
that.
scrub top, so that's one of
Oh,
them.
okay.
And then, dun, 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 are you ready
Yeah.
for it?
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. Now, where
Right?
did you get? Do you have? Oh, you have one of those pop. I love that popcorn container.
I
So
did. I had one of these.
did
So
you
when I saw it, I'm like,
did
that's
you
my
pop that
item.
popcorn just for tonight?
I sure did. It's caramel popcorn. So, yep, there it is.
So,
It's a little cold now, but
all right, all right. So here's my item.
oh wait,
You
let
gonna
me try
try
to
to
guess,
guess?
Chad. Hang on. So it's either a donut or a sandwich.
I already brought a sandwich the first time.
Ah,
I
you
already
brought,
brought
I
a
know, but
sandwich.
still, you never
Oh
know.
man, you're too good of a guesser.
What is that?
No, they're
Eggs?
donuts. They're,
Oh, sorry, my
they're
glasses
little.
aren't
They're
powerful
little.
enough to see those tiny
Yeah,
little
they're blurry. They're
donuts.
little miniature donuts. Can you see them? Because I
Okay,
couldn't
yeah, I
find the
see
big
them.
donuts with the icing and the jimmies, so I
Well,
had
you
to
didn't
use
look
these. I
close
had to
enough
use these
then.
little donuts.
Mm, that's great, Chad. I didn't. I would have never guessed that. I thought for sure you would have brought
I never
popcorn
even thought
too.
of popcorn. That was so
Oh, I
obvious.
did.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I saw the red and white, and I'm like, "Ooh, I got one of those in my cupboard. I'm making the popcorn."
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
So,
What?
funny story. This I actually bought for my daughter's birthday party last year. I did a whole Coraline party for her, and in the Coraline party, this is a part of it.
You did a what party? A
Coraline.
what is that? A Coraline? What? What are you saying?
It's called
What's
Coraline.
Coraline?
You're gonna
What
have
the
to
heck
look
is
that
that?
up. Coraline is like a cartoon, but
Oh.
it's kind of like I don't know how to describe it. It's a cartoon, but it's a little bit darker cartoon. It's kind of like the Nightmare Before
Oh,
Christmas
okay.
kind of adaptation, if you
Oh.
will. And so it's about this girl, and she ends up in this world where she's like a sewn doll.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of it. All right.
And so yeah, it's kind of odd and different, but my daughter loved her, last year when and she loved her for a long time, but this was one of the items in her little dinner I
Oh,
had
okay. Okay.
with it.
Okay.
Chorus
Yeah, I
line.
thought she was saying at first I
Mm-mm.
thought she said chorus line, then I thought she said Caroline.
Yeah, it's called
Okay,
Coraline.
I gotcha. I gotcha. So that wraps up the third episode. The next episode premieres tomorrow on Great American Pure Flix and Saturday on Great American Family and GFam Plus. Cricket, any final words here?
No, I can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see how this
It's just now
unfolds.
getting good. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, thanks so much. Oh, what?
Oh,
What?
really quick though. I did see them filming again, and they did like a little
Oh,
video,
did you
didn't
see the
they,
video of them
about dancing
dancing?
with their boots and everything like this? Yes, it looked so
Yeah,
cute. It
Jonathan
was awesome. I love that.
and what's the actress that plays Amy?
Hmm.
I forget her name. They were dancing.
Kim, Kimberly
I
or
forget
something,
her
isn't
first
it?
name now.
I
Yeah,
want
that
to say
was
it's
funny. Then
Kimberly,
there was
but
another video
oh, I
where
could
he
be
was
wrong.
playing the guitar and they were both singing. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yeah. It was
yeah.
good. It's on their little channel or
Uh huh.
whatever.
Uh huh. Well, Cricket, thanks again for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me, Chad.
Yeah,
A lot of fun.
yeah.
Can't wait to see what we
It's
bring next
always
week,
fun.
right?
Yeah, yeah. I got to see what next week's gonna entail.
Maybe on their next future episodes they'll like put some random object in their show, and then we'll be like, oh, that's what we're gonna have to bring. Novelty. We got to start it, Chad.
Uh, Oh, thanks, Gina. Thanks for being here. She said she enjoyed our review.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kat, you're right. They have a lot of fun on set. I agree. It looks like they have a lot of fun. Yeah, it'd
Mm-hmm.
be a fun to be a cast member of that show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure
Well,
would.
thanks everyone for being here. And until next week, you keep the faith, keep smiling, keep your friends close, and keep your great American family closer. Oh, tip the hat. Tip the hat. I like